pro racer Tom Grimshaw, and he's absolutely sending it on our fuel injected 500cc two-stroke. In a recent video, we found out that Kong, that's our fuel injected 500, is faster around the track than a 450 race bike. Tom set back-to-back hot laps on each of the bikes, and the two-stroke came out victorious over the four-stroke. But today, Kong will face an even fiercer challenge. In this video, the fuel-injected Husqvarna 500 will go head-to-head against the YZilla. That's our very special YZ500 two-stroke. This is the first time ever anywhere in the world that a pro rider has ridden these two big bore beasts back to back. Which is faster? Let's find out. Okay, so we couldn't come all the way to the track and bring Tom out without letting him have a rip on the YZilla as well. So we've brought along our Yamaha 500. Tom's going to take it for a spin, see how he feels, and then he's going to set a hot lap, right?
That's it.
So we'll see how this compares to Kong. It's never been done before. We've never had a pro rider ride the two back to back. So let's see how the YZilla fares against Kong. So here's Tom on board the YZilla YZ500. Get ready, this is going to be fun. I told you. So I was only going to show one of these laps here as Tom gets to grips with the bike, but I just could not tear my eyes away from watching Tom rip on board this big beastie YZ500. You can literally see him get more and more comfortable on the bike. So I've just decided to include all three of his laps here on board the YZilla because it's so fun and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So like I say, watch him get more comfortable and take a guess in the comments down below. Which of these three laps do you think was quickest from Tom? Let me know your guesses in the comments down below. So that's lap one complete then. A little later on in the video, I will do a side-by-side comparison of the YZilla and Kong so you can really have a look at the differences there. But once again, I'm going to be quiet so we can enjoy Tom absolutely ripping on board the YZilla. So as the laps clicked off, it wasn't only Tom getting more comfortable on the bike, but Dan on the FPV drone was getting braver and braver as well, as we're about to see. wicked.
Oh,
That looked good.
God.
That second to last lap, the drive you got out of that corner, and the wheelie, and then the scrubber of that jump. You actually had me cheering on a practice lap. Like, come on!
But if I'd have pushed that any more, that was going to go wrong.
So next, let's have a look at Tom on board Kong as a little reminder to see how good he was on that bike. And you guys can use this lap here that you're about to see to kind of compare the two bikes and make your guesses as to which one you think Tom was faster on. Once again, let me know your guesses in the comments down below. So now that we've seen Tom ripping on both of the bikes, let's hear from him and find out how he feels on board each machine before we get the stopwatch out. Tom, track conditions, were they a bit drier, what were they like for this lap?
They're pretty much gone towards the end there, so it was hard finding a bit of traction, and some of the ruts have been blown out. So, but considering how the track was, it actually tracked very well. So it was all right, I think, at that time.
And just talk us through the differences you felt between this one, our original 500 carb bike, and the fuel injected one over there, Con.
So the big difference I found, which I mentioned to you, was it just sounded like the other one was just a bit more cleaner out of right from the bottom and all the way to the top, where this was actually still, it tracked really well out the turns, but then actually when I got on top of the revs, it seemed to mellow out a little bit. So that was a big notice point. However, I really liked, obviously being Yamaha, I really liked the chassis. It was coming in and I trusted it was going to make that rut what I wanted to, where obviously with the Austrian styles bikes and everything, I always a bit hesitant if it's going to make it. So I had complete trust in the bike, it was going to make that rut. But with this cockpit and everything, it was just a little bit smaller. Me being a bigger guy, I did struggle. I felt very cramped, where on the other one it was a bit more spacious, a bit more built for me.
So the hot lap comparison is coming up next, but before that we just need to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor, Putaline. Okay, so the only two-stroke oil we use in our bikes is Putoline MX9. It's their top of the line stuff, and you can check out this on the Putaline website. You can also use the search bar there, type in your bike model, and it will come up with all the products that Putaline recommend you need for your bike. Thanks as always to Putaline for supporting what we do and helping us make these videos. So here we go then, it's hot lap time. Which of these two bikes do you think will walk away victorious? Let us know in the comments down below. The clock is on then. We've got Kong on the left, YZilla on the right here. Track conditions virtually the same. As Tom said, a few of the berms might have been blown out for the YZilla laps, but that certainly did not seem to slow him down whatsoever. Tom currently rides a Gas 450. He's been on the Austrian machinery for a few seasons now, but he did spend quite a few years riding Yamahas in the early part of his adult racing career. He rode YZ125s, YZ250Fs a few seasons back. Once again, I'm going to be quiet now so we can enjoy Tom ripping on board these two big 500 two-strokes. turn then. It looks like Kong's going to get it. Across the line they go. Let's find out the lap times.
So let's have a look at the lap times then. So the original lap time this morning on your 450 race bike, 1:19.29. And then we know Kong bested that, just a 1:19.26. And then final lap of the day on the YZilla, best lap time, a 1:20.25. So like literally just a second slower than Kong out there. And we know Kong's a fast bike. We proved that in the drag races. It's bloody quick in a straight line. But we was always wondering how that translates to track. And in the hands of a pro rider, translate pretty well.
So we used the Crossbox data logger to record our lap times, and as you can see we get this awesome comparison on the app as well, where we can compare the two lap times. The YZilla is orange and Kong is turquoise here. You can see early on in the lap it's neck and neck, the YZilla actually leading the way at points here. But when we get to these long straights like this section here, that is where Kong really stretches away. See, slight advantage with Kong down that back straight there. As he gets a bit tighter, it closes up again. But like we said, it's just the outright top speed of Kong that comes out on top. As you can see here, another fast section of the track. Kong stretching away somewhat there as they open up the gas. Another tight corner, it closes up again. But it's this home straight next where we really see the difference. Kong gets to a top speed over 90 kilometers per hour on track here, down this home straight. And this is really where we're stretching away here on Kong. Look at that. But the YZilla does close up again on the brakes into the turn. But it's too little, too late. Over the line, Kong takes the win.
We want to see these bikes be raced, like at a top flight event, ideally. Which one would you prefer to race, and where should he race? You guys answer that and let us know what bike you'd prefer to race.
As of right now, I think you're going to know what I'm going to say. I've got to take Kong.
Yeah, you got to take the faster bike, right?
Exactly.
You guys in the comments, let us know where should Tom race it. Once again, Tom, thank you for your services today. From our side, it's awesome to see someone ride these bikes how they want to be ridden. I can try, but I cannot do that. So it's been a privilege to watch. Thank you. As always, guys, my name is Max. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel. This has been 999 Laser. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.